Alright, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is Nobody Would Have Believed This Happened Underwater If This Wasn't Filmed. Alright, let's check it out. Let's jump into it, guys.
Hello, friends. During hot summer days, we are often drawn to the water. But bodies of water do not only bring a respite from the heat, but they also hide thousands of secrets. Water can...
Guys, I'm generally drawn to an air-conditioned room.
Can sometimes be destructive. You are about to see the most incredible and impressive moments related to water. Let's go. On the coast of South Carolina, a huge eagle snatched a large shark from the water and flew with it over a beach full of people. If he were to release his prey from his tenacious talons, the shark could have easily fallen on one of the beachgoers. Such a sight is rarely seen.
Guys, there's no one to sue if that happens.
It is good that people were able to film it. A group of fishermen spent hours on a lake, but didn't catch a single fish. They were about to return home empty-handed when suddenly, something very strange happened. Hundreds of fish began jumping out of the water on their own. The fishermen placed their nets to catch the fish, but some of them even jumped into the boat on their own. The men were happy, but also confused, since they had no idea what was going on. I don't know how some people return
free dinner
from fishing without catching anything. It turns out that even a fox is capable of fishing. Look, this is not some small catch, it's a huge fish. Divers often find real treasures underwater.
Guys, that's a really cool clip right here.
Fish.
Seriously.
Divers often find real treasures underwater, but some of their finds look very frightening.
Okay.
One diver found a sunken tank from World War II. It is now overgrown with algae and looks like a beautiful fish tank decoration. He later found eggs of an unknown creature, but his creepiest find was real bones.
Human bones?
Today, many divers film underwater and often upload videos of their amazing finds to YouTube. But some of them seem too unlikely. One diver uploaded a video of a desk and a computer that he discovered underwater seemingly by accident. He wondered how the desk ended up at such depths and asked his subscribers about it. But
come on, guys, this is obviously like an art project.
Most of them came to the conclusion that the diver was the one to lower the furniture into the water before filming it. Even if that's so, it couldn't have been easy. What are your opinions of the story?
Art project.
At great depths, divers found several skeletons. They were
the same type of art project.
Sitting at a table and had pirate bandanas on their skulls. All of it looked too fantastical, so few people believe that the footage is real. Some people, however, believe that they are skeletons of pirates from a ghost ship. This is a place where I would like to be right now. It's a little-known oasis in Egypt. The water here is so salty and dense that you can float on its surface without any problems. In my opinion, that's the best kind of respite from the summer heat.
Yeah, guys, yeah, absolutely. If I lived in Egypt, 100% I would rather be in water, if that was the case.
There aren't too many daredevils who would be willing to look inside the mouth of a giant shark.
Well, that movie was crazy.
But one such person does exist. Not only did he look inside, but he also took a video for us to watch. This giant shark is about 12 meters long. This is what her huge mouth looks like. This is a whale shark, and they do not attack people, but it is still very frightening to look inside such a mouth.
Okay, but what happens if you get caught inside the mouth of a whale shark? It'll eat you. I think so.
The facade of one of the shopping centers in Seoul is designed in this way. In reality, there is no water there. It's a digital installation, but it looks very impressive. Off the coast of the Lemoine Peninsula, in the southwestern part of the Mauritius Peninsula, an impressive natural phenomenon, an underwater waterfall, can be found. It is, however, just an optical illusion caused by the movement of sand and silt under the influence of strong underwater currents.
Guys, every time I see that, I still honestly, listen, I know that it's an optical illusion. I just can't wrap my head around how that even happens.
These shots were filmed in Michigan. The ice balls came to be in a completely natural way. Water pushed out blocks of ice onto the shore and then brought them back into the water, which gave them a spherical shape. Chameleons are considered to be the masters of camouflage, but octopuses are not inferior to them in this matter. The underwater world is very bright and colorful, but as you can see, the octopus adapts to its environment in an instant. This mollusk belongs to the species of the large blue octopus and is the chameleon of the underwater world. Perhaps the most amazing creatures live deep underwater. You are about to see a fish that is called the long-nosed chimera, a name that suits it very well. This fish not only looks frightening, but also has a very powerful weapon, a poisonous spike located in the front of the first dorsal fin. This unusual creature is a pretty fast swimmer and can be found in the waters of Japan, New Zealand, and California. This is what a cuttlefish looks like. It is believed that their particular pattern on their bodies is a way for them to communicate with each other. Allegedly, they have a kind of alphabet consisting of 14 templates, each of which has its own meaning.
All right, listen, if that's real, that's amazing.
Just imagine what this young woman felt when she saw a giant sperm whale next to her boat. Had it surfaced a
what whale?
little further, she could have easily ended up in its mouth. This footage is from a hotel in Greece that is located next to the Aegean Sea. Here you can get a room with direct access to the pool. One night in
Is that animal the reason why there's so much like beach foam on beaches occasionally? Is that animal the origin of that?
such a room cost $3,000. Just imagine the terror you would feel if you were getting ready for a swim in your own pool, but there were alligators waiting for you inside. Such scenarios are not extraordinary in Florida. The state even has a team of rescuers that is specially trained for such cases. As you can see, the rescuer retrieves the animal with love and care. They try to catch
love and care until someone angers them at a drive-thru, and then they throw the alligator through the drive-thru window. Florida man. All right, stop playing with me, Florida man.
small alligators with a net, but it is extremely important to tie their mouths afterwards.
Look, I mean, I get it. This is a very nice gesture, but you're still a Florida man. I don't know.
Like alligators, snakes can also get into pools. They are more difficult to notice and are more likely to have grave consequences. In areas with a lot of snakes, you always need to be on the lookout and carefully examine the pool before jumping into it. A young woman enjoyed kayaking in the calm sea, but when she later saw footage shot by a drone, she was horrified. A giant shark swimming nearby. A little dolphin was washed ashore. But fortunately, there was a man nearby who saved the baby by returning him to the water.
I was about to say, bro, are you literally filming this little baby dolphin that has beached itself? You're filming it instead of helping it back into the water. It's a dolphin, all right?
Witnesses filmed the rescue and uploaded it online. This footage is extremely touching.
See, the whale that I am not going to, the name of the whale, I'm not going to say it again, right? It's like the male baby batter, let's say, whale. I'm almost positive it made all of this.
A giant marlin was caught by a fisherman. The fish weighed more than 200 kilos. Keeping the marlin on the hook was not easy, but the experienced fisherman did it. The Cancun Underwater Sculpture Museum is perhaps the most interesting attraction in Mexico. Every diver dreams of going there. Other than colorful fish and beautiful algae, you can also see sculptures of people, cars, and other objects. The sculptures can be seen from the surface of the water by, for example, approaching them with a boat. The sculptures will appear much bigger than they really are because of the refraction of light. But in order to truly experience all of their beauty and to become immersed in a surreal underwater world, you need to put on your scuba gear and go underwater. All sculptures are arranged into complexes. Each one has its own unique name. Few parents would allow their children to go scuba diving, especially if there were sharks nearby. But it turns out that you can enjoy extreme sports even as a child. In Mexico City, a child can go swimming with sharks as long as they secure parental permission. Just look at these children. They are only 5 years old and are already not afraid of anything. Would you dare to go on such an adventure?
Okay, me as an adult, no, I personally wouldn't do it. Would I stop my son from doing, or my daughter from doing that very specific, like this right here? Would I stop them? No, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. Me, I'm already grown. I know I'm never going to do this. I don't have any interest in it, but I would love to facilitate this type of this level of like exploration and adventure into my kids. So I absolutely would let them do it specifically if they wanted to do it. If it interested them and it was safe, and we could teach them, hey, listen, maybe you shouldn't put your hands outside the cage. I would allow them to do it. I would love for them to experience this. Go skydiving. I'm not, but I want you to, because, it's an experience and a lot of people do it. And if a lot of people do it, then that means they probably found a way to safely do it. And this most likely is, it's safe until it's not. One of those scenarios, right? I just don't like sharks. And I grew up on Long Island. There was a famous movie that was filmed in the region where I was raised. Jaws. I've never seen the movie, but I know that it was there. Okay. I've seen like sharks. I think it's about sharks in a boat, I think. Right. And I'm telling you this right now, I have no interest in sharks, specifically growing up on Long Island, New York. No thank you. Keep those sharks. Okay. But if my kids wanted to go hang out with sharks, do your thing. As long as it's safe. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.